Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the instant match reaction. Everton 2, Southampton 1. Everton get the season at Goodison off with 3 points. That Saturday feeling is back. Yes. We started the game with the same team as last week, minus Phil Jagielka with Mason Holgate taking his place. Kurt Zouma had to go start on the bench. No Lucas Dean on the bench. No Bernard on the bench. So only really Richarlison coming in again from last season. And you know what? Really happy with what I've seen today. Yes, there's still, of course, still echoes of the past still in there. We still look a little bit fragile at the back at times. But it's not for the want of trying. I think we started off, as I say, positively. Southampton are a lot more organised these days with Mark Hughes as the manager, and to be honest, you could see what they wanted to do with Danny Ings up front. They've got someone who likes to get on the shoulder of the defenders, and it was Leighton Baines a lot of the time today. But I just thought in midfield, and obviously in the wide areas, we were snappy to the ball. We were pressing really well. That was something I was really impressed with today. And obviously we took the lead with a fantastic free kick work goal. Something we mentioned actually coming into the season was that we thought the set pieces were going to be a lot better this season. We thought, you know, Marco Silva is someone who works on set pieces, someone who likes set pieces. I remember a man famously saying that you couldn't work, or there was no point working on set pieces because they didn't add enough to the game. Well, that was a really clever set piece today. You've seen England in the World Cup obviously benefit from good work set pieces, and we've seen one today, and Theo Walcott finished off brilliantly well to give us the lead. We had a couple of scares. Obviously Pickford, you know, it was a fierce shot from outside the box. He tried to catch it, and this is why a lot of goalkeepers these days like punching it, because you could see the movement on the ball. He tried to catch it, it screamed away from him, and I think it was Ings who first time chancing, and Pickford pushed it brilliantly onto the bar, so he saved himself there from another little mistake which could have been costly. Obviously Schneiderman off with the injury as well, the hamstring injury, and I really think that upset our rhythm. I think the way we were playing was, we knew exactly what we were doing. He was sitting a little bit deeper, engaging when he needed to be. Gylfi was dropping in, but also going forward. And Garner was going all over the pitch. And I think when Schneiderman went off, Tom Davies is a player more like Garner than Schneiderman. And I think we just missed that presence sitting in front of the back four, that anchor point that could get the ball and give the ball. Because Schneiderman had been playing all right up to that point. And I think when that happened, I think we started to lose a little bit of control of the ball and allowing them, you know, a lot more freedom on the ball. Although we went on and took, you know, the second goal. I mean, it was a brilliant ball. I think Seamus Coleman, wasn't he? He was obviously captain today. And Richarlison's come over from that left-hand side and headed it in brilliantly. Really good header. Like, really wanted it more than the defender. And, you know, we talk about this. I thought he'd had a bit of a quiet game up to then. I mean, he's a quiet threat when he's always a threat. But, you know, that header showed the other side of his game. That's 3 in 2 games for him now. And I just thought he was brilliant again. He's always alive. He's always a threat. You know, he's always making things happen. He wants to impress people, but he's not worried about working hard as well, or doing the dirty side of it, because it comes quite easy to him. You know, if you're a fit lad, it's not that hard to track back if you're fit. So I thought he really impressed me today in second half. He was a real strong outball. And we went in second half, and obviously we were 2-0 up, and it was very comfortable. But second half, I don't know, I think we just came out. We were slow to get back into it, and I thought Southampton just started to push on a little bit more, knowing that obviously they made a couple of changes, and I just think they thought, well, we've got to get something here. And obviously it was a Danny Ings knock in from a corner. It was poor defending, to be honest, and it was quite early in the second half, and I just thought, oh God, are we gonna lose a bit of momentum here? But do you know what? For about 5-10 minutes afterwards, we were a little bit shaky, but we got through it, and we started to play the football again. And I think Tom Davies started to come into the game then a little bit more, and the quick passing from Sigurdsson and Walcott and Garner and Davies, it just started to cut them open. You know, we thought we'd score the third, and it would have been a lovely goal if the Walcott's goal had been allowed. I thought it was allowed. I celebrated for a while like a bit of an idiot, to be honest. But not long after, just a bit of brilliant interplay between Sigurdsson and Walcott, and I think that really highlighted what Sigurdsson can be in that central role. I don't think we've quite seen the best of him yet, but he's such an intelligent player. The way he just got the ball, gave the ball, and moved it round, and with the movement of Theo, and it was shock, pure shock by everyone when you didn't see the ball. You know, the net ripple and hit the back of the net. It was such a shock because it was such a great move, and it would have capped off as I say, would have been a lovely goal. The goal I thought did very well for them, actually stayed really big and made Theo have to think about it, and he's tried to roll it past him and rolled it wide, which was disappointing, and that just kept the game going, kept it alive. And you know, we had a few more chances really to show the game up, which we really should have. But I thought in that last 10 minutes we really started to keep the ball really, really well and limit the chances they had. Defending wise, we were getting blocks in the way. Pickford hasn't had to make really any great saves. You know, he kicked Danny Ings up in the air, which was pleasant. But I think we settled down, and as I said, I think Tom Davies and Garner settled down, and rather than actually Sigurdsson being having that anchor point behind them, Sigurdsson suddenly become that anchor point in front of them, someone that they could play through. When they got the ball, they could play through Sigurdsson, and I'd like to think we can use that a little bit more during obviously from now on. The sub Nias came on. I thought he did very well. He really upset them. He never gave them a minute's peace. Dominic Calvert-Lewin came on. I thought he was brilliant. He looks like he's put about a stone of muscle on for a start, but it's the way he uses the ball. It's so good for a young lad that people have still got question marks about. Actually, in that position as a centre forward between two wide forwards, he's perfect for it. I think it's going to take Tosun a little bit of time to adjust, I think, and it's going to take us a little bit of time to adjust to Tosun. But I thought Tosun worked really hard today. His play on the ball was a lot better than it was last week. Okay, he didn't have any real clean-cut chances, but I think they'll come. We'll make more chances. I think when we're a little bit more relaxed, we'll make more chances. But listen, we've seen it out today, and it's a well-deserved 3 points. The only disappointing thing is it wasn't more goals, because it should have been 4 easily. I think we had 7 shots on target today. I mean, that must be the most we've had for a long time. But you know what I really like so far about the Silver era is that there was one player playing today that wasn't here last season, and that's a huge bonus, because although we've bought, you know, a lot of players this time last year, and this time last year we had 4 points, didn't we? But this time last year we were still figuring out how to fit all these players into a team. This, to me, we're playing football with the same players, and when those other players come into the team, they're going to be dripped in. Richarlison's already in. You know, Zuma could come in. Well, he probably won't come in next week, but he could come in. Bernard could be on the bench. You know, the other Yerry Mina and Gomez are not going to be back in yet. So they're all going to come in at different times, and they're going to adapt to us rather than us adapt to all them coming in at once like it was last season. That's a real bonus to see, and to see these players playing the style the managers want is a real bonus. And you know, Baines was excellent today for the majority of the game. Keane hardly put a foot wrong. Mason Holgate had a good game. You know, the players who maybe have been written off or have been seen as not good enough. Tom Davies, once he adapted, I thought was excellent once he settled down. Dominic Calvert-Lewin come on the pitch. Nias had that real hunger when he came on the pitch. Theo Walcott gets a goal. Richarlison gets a goal. Schneidlin, when he was excellent up to that moment. You know, Garner, I thought first half I thought he was giving the ball away too much, but second half, so loads of positives today, and the negative things I think are things that we're ironing out the game. So again, good victory, good 3 points, decent start to the season, and I'm dead happy, and I hope you are too. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching Toffee TV. I'll see you later.